Miami.
And we're able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night. And you're not going to be able to win with a percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
No style points earned for sure, Greg, in that game. But they did hit the big shots when they needed them. And oftentimes it's not what you do as much as when you do it.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Mozgov in at the 5, roaming the paint. Mozgov with the block. And they get it back. Covington passes to B. 6 to shoot. The shot misses. Great D that time from LeBron. Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
And they're able to recover. And he gets it to go. B's got himself on the board with 3 there. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. James kicks to Mozgov. It's a pick by Love. Fires from the corner. Okafor grabs the miss.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders. But thus far, he's proved to be worth it.
Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Irving dishes to Love. They double-team Love. And a wide-open look for Irving. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Irving's got his first basket of the night.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
B, he's covered by Irving. They set the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Jay, the pass to Covington. Knocked away. It's taken away by Smith.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Philadelphia with the ball. They trail by 1. B, the pass to Okafor. Tipped away. It's taken away by Smith. Kicks it to Irving. And count it. 2 points with a chance for 1 more at the free throw line.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Here's Cannon. 20 points for him last game against Utah. And the basket good.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Jay. Landry comes in for Okafor. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And Stauskas subbed in for Cannon. Then for the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Mon Shumpert has come in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. Now here's James, coming off a solid outing against Miami. Shoots a 3. No luck. The 76ers lead. Philadelphia started to create a little bit of an identity last season after all their transactions, Clark, and shifting around. They settled down and came together.
Yeah, and to tell you, it looks like the identity will be the Sixers being a defensive team going forward. Offense has its fits and starts, but defensively they found some traction.
76ers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. B, the pass to Landry. He feeds it to Grant. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
That's exactly what they wanted to do. I mean, you'd like to see that every time down the floor.
1:32 left to play in the first quarter. No one near James as he lets it go.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
That's good.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do. You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Noel's checked in for the 76ers. Smith comes in for B. A switch here also for Cleveland. Williams is checked in. James kicks to Thompson. Poked away. It's stolen by Stauskas. And that one is hammered home.
That's how you make an impact with defense. And once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Thompson powered down with both hands.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Philadelphia ahead. They're up by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season. Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
They seem to be a step slower, and that's one reason why they've been able to own the rebounding edge.
Well, the anticipation's been better. As the ball hits the rim, it's gone right to them. Solid job of them chasing it down and anticipating.
They've got Stauskas. Grant is out there with Carl Landry. Then it's Noel. And it's Smith in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Down low, Mozgov with the steal. The drive by Shumpert. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Last season, the first season of action for Nerlens Noel, officially a rookie after sitting out the 2014 season. He looked good, and he got better as the season was going on.
A great point. I think that year off really helped him grow as a player. Coming into the draft when he came out, he was a guy who I thought had one of the most unbelievable motors I had ever seen. And you know what? Everything he was hyped up to be, he lived up to on the defensive end.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Irving's checked in for Mo Williams. B, the pass to Okafor. It's tipped. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Jumps up, but they recover it. Love kicks to Smith. That falls. Great assist by Love. And now a 4-point Cleveland lead.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
6 of their last 10 points have come by way of the two-pointer.
It's tipped. They retain possession. Smith for 3. The shot is off. And Philadelphia the other way now. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And he gets the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
The 76ers have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Again, Love missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's B. Plays it in without an inch of room around him. B's got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
Here's Okafor. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Love wide open. He fires. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 4 assists in the game.
And back to the Cavs and their road play. Teams with a lot of new players coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road. And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for J.R. Smith.
Talk about being streaky on the road. That's what the Cavs were. I mean, could rattle off 4 wins on the road in a row, then come back empty from their next road trip. They did seem, though, to get stronger and more steady as the season went on.
6 on the shot clock. Excellent D there from Mozgov. Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Here's LeBron, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Mo Williams is checked in for the Cavaliers. Back to James. Outside Williams. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark, no doubt about it.
Poked away. And now Philadelphia on the break. Clark, this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip